fight to come. So you know could be the next story.
Okay, make we sharply enter to the next one, and this one they happen for Cross River. Ha! And now such a say it very disturbing. And according to the talk say, he got one man who say he looking elder brother finish, come buy him. And the buy he say he cut off his head. Can also come out some kind of things for his body. And according to what the talk say this say happen for Ekori, for Yako local government area of Cross River State. And the main gist talk say, these two brothers, according to the gist, the talk say, the person they inquire wey name na Ekakpong, say he and his brother they get issue on their family land their family land, and the brother will be the younger one call they warn the other brother say look this particular family land where we say they go every time they go cultivate go they take palm fruit wey dey there say you got stop say you got stop and for everything them talk the man still they continue and I'm making younger brother come look finish one day, come say, no, this one has to stop. Oh, wow. Come enter inside the farm of that their family farm, come do it, come see him brother, come carry gun, come spy him. As a spy finish, he can also come out in head. And also come out some sensitivity for your body. And then interesting thing, how they can't take no. I talk say, he got one hunter where they the forest, where hear the sound of gunshot. He can't say maybe na a fellow hunter, na a key animal. He out of excitement, he can't rush, can't make you go there to go follow and celebrate. As he can't go there, as he see this, he can't open and can't say, hey, now human being be this with them pie. Now that place, now that time he can't raise a laugh, can't shout, say, hey, people of Mena come, something bad don't happen. Now so people can't gather. As they gather, and they can't arrest the guy. As they arrest the guy, and they can't carry the guy, go police station. And there was a kind of go police station. Police station don't talk say the police don't talk say right now say that they investigate the guy and they go make sure say after the investigation the guy go also answer in mama name. Now our third story, I'm with that.
Okay, so make I jump into the next story, will be the fourth story for today. You know, recently the Hilda Bassi cook Alton, where Hilda Bassi cook, not be small cooking. You know, the old story, the way they play art, the way Nigerians say turn up, who come there. And of course, we know say Guinness World Record never really come as I confirm everybody say that they review them. But waiting day ground and waiting day front for Hilda Bassi, still day for inside waiting we go chook my put on top as it dey hot today.
And finally, the story we got from get to do with the election tribunal, that is the presidential election petition waiting for court right now. And of course, the candidate of the PDP come present matter. Say, look, make them televise this thing, make everybody watch as the whole thing they go. But right now, the president-elect and vice president-elect as well don't come and talk. So that's Tinubu and Bola Tinubu and Alhaji Shetima don't come and talk. Say make them ignore that way they talk. Say make them not televise anything. Say which kind of disrespect with that. Say now then go tell court what they go do. Say make them not even say that they televise anything. They make the law, make the process, make it go the way it's supposed to go. Make them know and they will take to them. Anyway, shall make for no loss, we go sharply enter this break. And once we enter this break, we will come in with SBM. And waiting Stanley, where they represent SBM, waiting they get for us today. That's not a debt matter. Matter will concern you owing. Igbese. Men and always, I will sharply go this break. Will they come? Center will talk about that. You have to the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Welcome back. The program still remains as they hot on them. As it be right now, we'll be telling us, say yes, Stanley, where they represent SBM, don't stand by to tell us the matter we get to do with debt. That is Igbese. Make we hear what Stanley guys tell us. Stanley, over to you, Stanley. Good evening. Welcome once again.
Are you fresh to you?
You know, the entire way carry matter way concern statistics. With always the panic say, how waiting this one will carry today. So waiting the debt matter, what is it all about?
Are we safe?
It depends on where you sit down. If you sit down for chair with the 4 leg stand, you're safe. If you sit down for 3 leg, now you can know as you take balance yourself. So what I bring on today now if you call on debt, you go be like say you the polish and Igbese. Where Nigeria they owe. So you don't be say you be like say now all of us now you go eventually pay this bill. I don't collect any gbese. I don't know why they go say make me come pay
Me
gbese.
sef I no collect.
Well, until that time, we go
It's a
know.
community gbese now.
So, what we get today now, 4 different types of igbese. 4 different types of gbese where government, they owe, where government don't collect. This now 46.25 trillion naira. Now, total public debt. Now, debt will be say federal government and state government collect from both local source and international sources. You get? Then the next one are the total foreign debt. It is for 18.70 trillion naira. This is now the total gbese where federal government and states collect from people like World Bank and International Monetary
IMF
Funds
them.
and the like. Them. So domestic debts now still gbese where both federal and states they owe money where they collect locally, where they borrow locally. Then this last one now ways and means. It stands at 22.7 trillion. And this money now money where only federal government borrow from central bank. So make I start with this ways and means now. This ways and means now, and I say, if government they in need of cash, urgent money, all those urgent 22K, you get policy where they put, say CBN supposed to, show love to federal government. So yeah, you take. Now short-term loan that they call them, and loan to pay quick basis. Maybe you won't pay salary for the month. You quickly go meet CBN and say, Abeg Alpha, help me. And the idea, and I say, CBN must not advance the federal government past 5% of the previous year total revenue. But as it be now, this one don't overpass. They don't too collect money from CBN, and this is now no good. So, Moko move go the next slide. But we'll go back. Okay, Moko there. Okay, you get what I want to talk. Now, debt no be bad thing.
Okay, yes.
Gbese to collect gbese no be bad thing, but wetin you dey collect the gbese for? Na im be the koko. If you collect money, if you collect loan, use am go flex. How you wan take pay back?
This is take chop.
Yes. How you wan
chop
take
fowl.
pay back? So if you dey collect loan, make you know say you dey put am for wetin go bring the money come back. If you don hear the government officials, they always talk say we no get debt problem. Problem wey we get na revenue problem. They're correct, but at the same time, when the revenue wey you dey earn, because money wey we dey earn now, e no dey reach to even service the gbese again. So na there the problem don come dey. Now, if you collect gbese, if you borrow money, it means say you go fit buy like scooter. From scooter, you use am hustle. From there, you go buy Okada. You still use am hustle. You still fit borrow small money attach, buy keke. From there, you still fit hustle, use am buy car, they use am do taxi business. Now you be say debt they go, but you dey service am. But when you collect loan, you use am go chop. E just be like say you collect loan, buy scooter, and the scooter dey house, e no work. How you go take pay for that scooter? Now you be say you collect loan wey no work for you. Now, between 2016 and 2021, make I say from July 2015 actually, the total revenue where the government don't generate between that period now around 23 trillion. That's for about 6 years, 23 trillion. You get the total money where they borrow that year, between this same year, they as a 33 trillion now they borrow. Now the total expenditure where they do, even plus the borrow and your earnings, the total spending where they do for that period, they enter around 43 trillion. Now it be this line, so we will see. Now this line now, like this, it show revenue with government earn. So since that time till now, the best revenue with government don't do now, 2021, it just jump above 5 trillion. Above, maybe like 5.2, 5.3 trillion. But see the total money of expenditure with government they do since that period. See, that's why they go up. It high pass waiting you they earn. So it means say all this extra we shoot out for here. Now borrow, then borrow and to take meet up. So now there the big wahala dey. Now, wetin government talk? Government say how they want to raise money because they say debt no be the problem, now revenue be the problem. Currently now the ratio, the tax ratio to revenue, they 6%. Now wetin government don't do? Wetin government don't do now, wetin they talk say they go use do to raise money now say they don't increase some kind things. They don't bring new tax policy. They don't increase excise duty. Alcohol money don't go up. Cigar money don't go up. GSM money go up. People will get digital assets. Government will begin tax them now, like Bitcoin. People will they do podcasts. Anything will be digital assets now. Government will begin tax them. There are another means where they also want to increase revenue. And I say they want begin charge people where they do online adverts. Maybe like companies like Facebook, Twitter, and the likes. They want begin charge them to vet the advert where Nigerians they do before they do. So it means say they go charge Facebook. Facebook go come put that charge for we where they do small adverts to take help our business. So where we did now one chance motor we enter.
I feel ask question.
Go ahead.
Not vex. Because I know say this government where they come now. If I fit pick anything at all based on the plan where I know see they get to raise money. Now the model where they take campaign based on where the president take campaign say he do for Lagos. They raise the revenue base of Lagos go up well. So if that one of in campaign strategy, now be say as he go be president from May 29, he go raise Nigeria revenue where we talk about the tax with me and you. And you thought they say not be basic be our wahala, now the revenue be our wahala.
Nigeria, yes.
So the one we don't get keep, where they don't spend, plus the one where they borrow like as just expenditure and revenue now. Waiting be the hope say if they raise all these tax, they increase revenue. Waiting be the hope say we go see the result. Because normally we not see the result for the one we did now because they like this. So.
Yeah, so the reason why the current administration say them borrow now mostly to fund infrastructure and to fund what they call economic recovery growth plan. So they use shocking one or two, make everybody do all right. You get. But now the question we I go ask you back now, waiting they borrow the money for? Sure you don't see them. Everybody go there. Everybody, so everybody go outside. Sure you don't see them. I don't want to talk the one where they'll say, now me talk, say teacher picking, talk once. Sure you don't see waiting them borrow the money for. Me, I never see. You don't see. Now, like I talk, to borrow no be the problem. But waiting you they borrow the money for. If you borrow and una no part the budget, una put them for rail. And you know say that rail na commercial side. Where we say people they board them, they go. That rail go they make money.
They generate money.
For you to fit pay back. Not be say you can't go borrow money, go build rail. When nobody they travel go that side. Now liability be that now. So how that rail want to pay back the money where you borrow for?
Quick one. I know say normally countries they get external money somewhere where they save. We say I don't forget that term now. We say they save us somewhere.
Foreign reserve.
Foreign reserve. Thank you very much. Okay, foreign reserve. What is the condition? I don't know whether you get idea of waiting our foreign reserve there right now because if we don't look all the money we don't borrow so far and the one with the accumulated bill, everything, and we don't see how the figure be. Say would actually feel see money save for our foreign reserve so that in case of some kind of emergencies, when we go figure say we go fall back to foreign reserve, go take small from there.
Well, that foreign reserve, we don't tell why here we then talk about.
Hey,
we still get.
They don't pull hand inside. Just like I say, then do it, but then Russia. Now, waiting don't happen to the foreign reserve.
Even the one that they call school that can't say.
They don't. Governors don't say maybe they share the money. Waiting we get for this country now sharing formula, and it's no good because if state self no say every month. They no go just wait. They'll just get alert from federal government. They go hustle for money come. They go plan how they will take raise revenue. But now state government go sit down. Some state governors no they even bother. All they know say at the end of every month, money government go just credit them. Tanta. I no want to talk say they will go ball. But with waiting what they see, you know be like say
they go ball because if you reason now, that Abuja where they go, then they enter commercial plane like me and you. You don't ever enter plane one day say you travel, see one governor beside the same plane.
For where?
And so the cost of using private jet now somewhere, the cost of carrying all your family people, like say you they go one town hall meeting somewhere, because they go Abuja, hotel now they go stay. How many domestic staff, how many drivers, how many balling.
So if the new administration really want work, the first thing where they're supposed to do now to cut down on illegal spending.
Which is, it no go dey possible.
To cut down the cost of governance.
It no go dey possible.
if it not dey possible, then I'm not
dey
sure
what?
say future bright. Because you need to cut down those excessive before you fit begin talk say you want plan. So make I go to my last slide. I go just touch a few things. Now, this now about 7 items we will pick from the new tax policy where they bring out, but so many other things where they say they go charge this. So I just pick the 7 where many of us feel really relate to.
Yeah.
So I not go do them in according. I not go do them. I'll just pick them anyhow I like. So make we look tax item 6 will be tax 5% go climb on top our call rates and our internet rates. Government don't look say okay, Shebuna every time 24 hours na day WhatsApp na they do this one, we go add 5% on top the charges. Make I come see. So internet and call rates go up. Now another one will be like say now what's everybody they use enjoy. Now be this item. So the money for alcohol, they don't add another tax on top. So for 2018, they first set that tax law. They increase them to about 40 naira per bottle. But now they don't move on from 40 naira to 75 naira extra. So now the cost means say people where they produce go add the extra cost on top where they consume.
So like beer bottle will buy like 450 normally now. When they finish the addition, if they buy like 600
or 700.
Because
700.
they know say any small thing we don't go beer parlor go drink. So they want beer say make it reduce. But as it be say beer, no be waiting we feel no do without. The implication of this thing no be just about the beer. The effect is long and is spread. Now, all these companies don't already they complain say revenue don't drop for us. We know they too make sales because country get as it be. You get now you can't add this extra on top. It means say people go reduce how they drink. It still means say our revenue at the end of the year go reduce. The investors who don't put money, their dividends go also reduce. Not be only that one. Now, the stress don't dey on top the company. You get? And for every industry, not be all the businesses dey on the same level. Some companies they bigger than the other. Now, if these people begin face wahala, it means say they go they cut down on staff to take manage. What about the smaller businesses where they the same industry, where they struggle, waiting they go do? It means say if possible say they go close shop, and if they close shop, these people are jobless, and we know waiting unemployment figure there now about 33%. If you push more people into it, it means say you feel use those people as tool to cause more insecurity.
My brother, we go continue on top this matter. If we not take time, we fit talk for the next 5 hours because the matter plenty. But you see, my country people, we go break. You still there for on top as they hot. When we come back, the gist for today, the full ground. Not go anywhere.
Center will talk about that. Just like the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
You know, my best conversations are the ones that are the warmest.
It's nothing but God.
Like, what if you never get to blow? Like, what if you never make it in life? What do you want to do with your life?
A lot of men, divorce is rampant.
It's not just about the interview, but about the connection.
I was a props man, the car props man. I was a producer.
Wow. Sweet, I'll be like...
I can't play your part, you can't play my part. You know, we have a lot of great conversations on With Today, but there's some of them that I say you have to watch.
Until you normalize mistake, you will never enjoy your life.
Yes.
Dr. Makinde said, Mika, this is prolapse.
But there was no one to take care of me.
I don't want to break down. Ow.
With Today showing Sundays 5 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
Every day, plenty things they happen for this our country.
But on top politics and leadership, now there plenty matter day to settle.
Waiting government they talk, and the one where politicians come they do so.
On top the matter, as they take affect country people, now there we don't carry on and enter inside so.
Cocoa of the matter. Politicians, experts, and our leaders, they go touchlight the matter give us.
You self, go chook mouth, talk your own. For
Cocoa of the matter.
Cocoa of the Matter, showing Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. on wazobiamax TV.
What is difficult in you putting your home together?
I don't see you apportioning any blame to your son here now, do I?
My mom is here because of her health conditions, not to do your house chores.
You know, I just got back. And usually Rachel helps her in the kitchen.
Neither Rachel or my mother is my wife. You will cook my food for me.
You're my husband. I live with you, so I know how you think.
If you have any brain in that your head, you would know that you are
will not
me.
Talk to me like
I
that.
will talk to you whichever way I choose to.
You will not raise your voice at me ever again in this country.
You want to beat me? Then be prepared to lose everything because I won't hesitate telling Nico the unvarnished truth. Yes.
Game Over. Showing Thursday, 6:30 p.m. on Wazobia Max TV.
Just like say the government some people don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
My country people, now welcome back on top as e dey hot. Today, the tea dey hot not be small. And if you remember, we don't run out the story from the beginning. And we dey go back to the story now. As it take be Ukubi. Based on the first story where you clear us that time.
Well, of course now.
If you play am again.
What did they say? Make we no waste time. Now it got to do with striking doctors as they don't talk issue out and warnings. Today will be Wednesday. Say, look, we know like as the medical activities they go for this our country Nigeria. Apart from in fact, and they even give us so much attention when it comes to welfare, salary, and they agree increase and all that. Say this one will concern say people they travel out, go they take care of themselves.
Tourism.
Say the money they spend abroad, say it did too much. And what did they crave for? What did they ask for? Fix the system here. By the time you fix the system, all those money they spend abroad, we go bring them here straight up. Anyway, we go sharply open our phone lines now. And of course, for those of you who start from the beginning, may not call on the program, may not tell us waiting and waiting now feel based on any of the stories we're interested now. Make now relate with us and make a quickly sharply go through the story. May I just give the headline so that I go know what we talk about. Just as we talk about what we get to do with doctors. We give warning strike today. We talk say look, say this external, this medical tourism say it got stop. I'm also telling about federal government. We also don't come to advise the president-elect say make sure say put eye inside them anti-corruption agencies. I will also come telling now what we get to do with them. Brother, wake my brother inside Cross River. I want to say, don't plug palm fruit from here. For that reason, you can't buy him, brother. And of course, also telling about the record-breaking Hilda Bassi. We cook for 100 hours. Hey,
better soup.
Stand cook for 100 hours. She no sleep. Hey, we can also telling about. Now, also finally telling about the tribunal, presidential tribunal, where they go on right now as the president-elect and vice president don't come and say, may they not even listen to waiting the PDP candidate talk onto showing that particular matter for TV. Say they don't want them at all.
Unkubio, before we begin receive phone calls, we will start with this last one of tribunal matter. I don't say the request for tribunal to televise and live. Na PDP.
And push for
their presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar can first.
Yes.
The Labour Party and Peter Obi, their presidential candidate, constantly support her. So now the first time we hear direct response with this from the APC, especially from their candidates. I mean, with president-elect now and the vice president-elect, and their position are no. Why the other no, and why the other two talk say yes? Waiting really, you know, they against the law in the real sense.
Yes.
To televise them, not be say they against the constitution. So why they go say no? Is there anything to hide?
Well, I don't know. What you also need to understand is say, the process of showing this and unveiling some kind things to the public. I guess now waiting, you understand? They won't say make we not even bring this matter.
Stress the public people.
Yes. We'll get our first caller. Welcome to us the hot.
Hello, good evening. This is Joe Ben calling from Enugu.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I want to talk about the issue of person wey talk say they no suppose televise this tribunal matter wey dey happen. For me, I would like me to televise them so that we country people welcome. We country people suppose know say okay, now like this where this election truly be, because this election as you see am now, we will be youth. One know truly wetin really happen. Now person who will vote then call say na him win, or na person where then just go select give us Then the second one be say, if you check wetin Oga talk say the money we will borrow for this country, we will be used suppose they show consign, no. If we know they show consign, if your papa just dey borrow money they chop. Don't say tomorrow, some of your property they go seize them, and if they seize them, how you go dey do your business? So now like that when there for my mind, I beg, I say when they do in our work.
Thank you very, very much, my brother. Thank you very much. And another person down telephone line.
I'm not sure say we don't.
Okay.
So as you be the talk concerning the televising,
yes,
I believe say at the end of the day, transparency matter. Although not be every case where they televise. Televising not necessarily means say the judgment go any way or the other way or this way.
Yes.
Now just the essence of say make it transparent, at least make people see one or two things where they happen for inside court. But you know say they see. Okay, somebody will call us from.
Madam Miriam, First Lady of As the Hut. Welcome to As the Hut. Madam Miriam. Hello. Madam Miriam, talk to us.
Good evening. It is an Ukubi.
We greet you.
See, let me start with this televising matter. The request was to the tribunal, right?
Yes.
It's the tribunal that is supposed to respond,
yes,
not the president-elect. After all, they did not go to meet the president-elect to ask him for his permission to do the televising. Why is he responding on behalf of the tribunal? If they can sponsor it, it is a welcome development because you see, even pre-election, Nigerian youth are now very woke. There is a reality TV show that they even place out there. To the surprise of everybody, those people that even win, so nobody know them because of Nigerian elections. To show you that Nigerians are so woke at this time that they want to know everything that is going on with the country. Then about the borrowing stuff. If you go this all these apps that are borrowing money to people, you go borrow money where you want to take buy food. How you want to replace that money? The way this government, this particular government of integrity, the way they borrow money without even any conscience, they are not even thinking of paying back. Remember, we are not paying back this debt. We are just servicing the debt. Like if you borrow money with interest, now only the interest just they pay. But they borrow money, they do massive projects to Niger, to other this in the dash money. They give people, today alone said they gave NDDC staff, 12 of them, they approved 451 million for them. What for? All these things are extravagant spending, all in the neck of Nigeria. Look at the kind of taxation they have lined up for us, and salaries are not being increased.
Thank you very much, Miriam. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Miriam.
We get another caller.
Mommy Precious.
My brother, good evening.
We greet you.
I think the election are the rights of the citizen. And we don't come out, we don't vote openly. And they say now one person win. And the other people when say they no like and they don't go, they say make them go to court. Yes. Now they don't go court. So majority carry the vote. So now people when they call in, they say they want make them show the something like make them they see. So maybe let the citizen let their own wish to come to pass. Not that they would drag the citizen back from their own rights. When they go make their own now make it they confront. It's not good like that. Let them televise and make all of us see what's in the happen.
All right, thank you very much.
I get to talk
thank you very much, Mommy Precious.
I'm going to react to that second caller. We talked about the president-elect.
That Madam Miriam.
The president-elect get right. He and in party and in team, they get right to also talk their mind, their opinion about the live televising. Not be say they not get right. But it depends on the panel, the judge them, and they go call decide say, okay,
now like
go
this
ahead
one
with
time.
televising. Because an argument. This one will argue for, this one will argue against.
And looking at the fact, say, no be something we say, it did for constitution, say, if then they get this kind of proceeding, say, it gas, they televise.
If you know they against, so they go argue once they argue they go, it depends on the way they argue the matter, who win, will decide whether they go televise or they don't go televise.
Well, another disturbing matter we also need to look about, well, we also need to look, of course, for me, get to do with this particular brother with buying brother
because of Banga,
and because of Banga, and as in, I don't know the heights at which we don't enter in the society, But before we go further on that,
Boniface from Jos.
make we collect this call from Boniface. Boniface, they call us from Jos. Good evening, Boniface. Boniface, you there? Boniface, you there?
How you doing?
We know they hear him, we know they even hear. Okay.
Okay.
So looking at this, I mean, if you don't get to the point where we say, of course, I know say things they happen for society, but if you don't get to the point where we say, over something where we say now just feel deliberate, I discuss about, not after take spot, they negotiate or probably share what they do, I will share. Because of greed and vex, you can't look your brother, can't buy him.
You know, say if you look this thing too, now last now fight on top property now it be.
Now of course,
because
yes.
according to the story, they say now the two brothers don't drag on top now their papa land.
Now their papa land.
And the two of them don't drag who go there in control. Like say the one way kill the other one, don't they want that way he say.
I believe the problem get to do is say, okay, this now papa land, now all of us get out. No go there, go they plug pamphlets alone.
So I think it still boils down to human greed and selfishness. Because that kill now, he kill and say now only one go chop everything. We get caller from Ikorodu. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello there.
Madu from Ikorodu.
Oh yeah, would they hear you? Talk to us.
Happy to get you, Uncle B. Happy to get you now.
Thank you very much.
I beg you. If them go to hear una, make them no borrow money, don't too much. Oh, Buhari, the money don't too much. 40 years, the one where them borrow, they show us 10 or 40 years, we go see pay. We never pay that one. They won't carry another one to go do Christmas, their last shopping. Nigeria no agree, the new generation will no agree. 2, not the British government will they follow. Madu case, they no sure life.
But that one, a court matter.
In Nigeria that they no go, no be democracy with they. Make it no be say their corruption go there worse past this one where won't come out to. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
We're talking about television.
Caller.
Okay, we say we get another caller again from Ikorodu.
Hello there.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to you.
My name is Michael.
You're
welcome to the show.
Yes. I want to talk about that money where we did borrow.
Okay.
You hear me?
We hear you.
The money where we dey borrow, where we take do train, then they pity for say we do train. Now, train is a mass transit means of transportation. But do you know that from Ibadan to Lagos, less than 2 hours journey, with that kind of numbers of people, you know how much they are collecting. In fact, it's not for common man. They continue to impoverish poor people. You hear me?
Yeah,
so the issue of borrowing to do infrastructure, the infrastructure they are doing, they are not doing it for common man. They are just doing it for themselves. At least now, the trade don't start work now more than how many years? At least, let's say a year. When somebody started a business for 1 year, he never get money to pay small back. The business where you start, when you borrow $2 billion or $2 million to do, even if now 100 million, I mean, if now 1 million, or if now $100,000, you know, if pay back.
Suppose they pay small.
God will help us to.
Thank you very much. We get Chris from Cross River. Chris, well done.
Chris. Hello, Chris, you there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, would they hear you? Talk to us.
Okay. For me, this one where people don't already they hand the court. They be like, say,
hey, Chris.
So I would say if you try, call us back.
Anyway, make we sharply enter this break.
Okay.
Once we come back from this break,
I get 2 things to talk about.
We'll go still open our phone lines and also we'll go further go into the issues, further enhance on them, look into them. And also we'll get messages we'll also go read when I don't send. Will they come? center will talk about that. Just like say the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Good morning, Niger. Wow, things they happen every day. Now from one story to the other.
And then these things they happen for our eyes. But we no go tired to talk am as we dey see am. Our entertainment tori unko. E no dey miss tori yakpa.
And even for sport. No be only sports. We dey give you correct information wey go help you run your business matter.
But wait, tori suppose dey reliable. E suppose carry better truth come body.
Nothing dey more important pass make we get am right.
We go help you run your day if you dey watch us.
The Good Morning Niger Show, showing weekdays 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. only on wazobiamax TV.
Congratulations. Wow. You have a beautiful baby girl.
A girl?
Simple biology tells us that a man produces the chromosomes that determines the child's sex.
Get that thing away from me!
Mama, that is my child.
Aren't they your daughters too?
If I place a curse on you,
are you not a woman too? God gives children. For your girl.
Which one do you have?
Mama, remember that you have 3 daughters.
That's your useless morsel of a wife that is controlling you.
Go ahead and insult me. No, go ahead.
Give me a male child that will answer Obi.
Tales of Eve, girls only, showing 6:30 p.m. Wednesdays on wazobiamax TV. wazobiamax TV. Watch am, loud am.
Center will talk about that. Just like say the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Welcome back. We don't enter the final lap of our program as they hot, and of course the matter still they hot at them. From the reactions we get from our callers and the discussion with the way we actually look into for studio, and I'm going to say yes, the matter they very, very sensitive and they carry weight. And make it for no loss, make you also enter into WhatsApp. Collect some of the messages when I don't send. And also go further open the phone lines for now to call in and contribute. And this particular message, they come from Ahmed Haruna. In talk say, good evening to you guys. You guys are doing a great job. You can talk say, my name now Ahmed Haruna from Edo State, Opepe. He can talk say, that man will kill him brother. He say, he no try at all. He can talk say, what is happening to us in this country? And from there, we can also get this other message where they come from. This one they come from Regina. Regina talks say, good evening as they hot. If Nigerian government will do much more on health sector, say I don't think the doctors will stop work, and that the government said no. The government said no work, no pay. Well, of course, that particular thing.
And talking about doing more for the health sector, I still they talk this, and I'm going to talk again today with the chance of this program. See, until we get a law or a policy where stand, say, as long as you enjoy public money, public office, whether they elect you or they appoint you, once you don't reach that level, if Nigeria is sweet for you to collect appointment, Nigeria is sweet for you to contest for office, the Nigeria must sweet for you and your family to collect treatments. The Nigeria must sweet for you and your family to go school for there. Because this thing of right, you have right to go anywhere to seek medical care. You have right to go anywhere for education. Now they put us for this problem. Because now that right where you get, you can't lose focus to take care of the home. When was the last time you hear of technical school?
For where? Who dash you?
I remember that year we grow for Benin Technical College for back of Univen. Math school.
I know I get a lot of my
go
friends.
Back there.
A lot of friends will graduate from technical school. We say they take out. they take and become things
people
for
where they use
proper things for
trade test, they work today well as technicians.
They go for polytechnic.
You don't understand. So
on the decline.
Until we concentrate back, we get leaders who say they prioritize. Okay, our current president for 8 years, he still they go see dentist, teeth doctor for London. You go look and say, he get as he be.
Make we read some messages, but before then, we collect this call from Livinus. Livinus, good evening.
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm on the line.
Talk to us.
Okay, he get as he be. They tweet us, they pain us. The matter is this. For me, going to borrow is okay, but how do we pay back? That is one thing. If we can be able to pay back, there's no problem. But the issue now still remains as it is. They borrow money for infrastructure. The infrastructure is not for the poor people because the rail that's supposed to go across the country is not done. Then in the other way around, a last broadcast of the
presidential
something. It's okay. We cast our votes. We ought to know how the judgment goes. So whether it is the person we voted for that was declared winner or the other way around. So to me, well, it's just like what somebody said, we're in a zoo country. I don't know how I should put it. Anything they like, as long as they are there, that is what they do.
Thank you very much, Livinus, for this contribution. We'll get George. George, good evening. Welcome to us in the hut.
Hope so you not can judge the matter.
I don't go judge the matter.
We are talking.
Good evening.
Good evening.
See, they were na this boro matter when we dey talk. You dey hear me so?
We dey hear you.
They go borrow, they go spot. See, our problem in this country, they say, we know our leaders never want to tell ourselves the truth. They don't want to tell us the truth because this boro, where they borrow? Last, we carry this country, go put for bota, because this thing don't really help this country. You know, if you look the matter very well, you go realize that these people, where they rule us, say they be our leader, they are worse than Boko Haram and terrorists. If you look the matter well, because they are not helping the matter at all. So that the thing where they want us with that. And
thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much.
So, Nkubi, before we go WhatsApp again, I just like one chip in this thing. The borrowing, like our guy don't talk for SBM just now, not be the problem. And not be even to pay back. Not be even to pay back. Now, the way you use the money where you borrow. Because if you use the money well, like he mentioned railway, imagine say this Lagos Ibadan railway, they're very affordable and effective. The system will generate the revenue when you go take payback.
Yes.
When you borrow money, do business. The business is supposed to generate. If you don't lucrative,
they make them affordable,
generate the money.
Yes.
When we say you take payback the loan. That make bank they borrow business with money now.
See, to tell you the truth, I don't say a lot of. I don't experience as a Nigerian with them born for this country.
If you want to say as a youth,
well,
I know say you don't pass youth.
From the moment when I understand. From the moment when I get sense, why they follow politics, why I understand a couple of things about politics. And of course, I don't hear about borrowing since then, written now. And for everything, for every borrowing, they talk to them borrow. They go already talk now where now here one channel. But in the long run,
like Lagos Ibadan Express,
in the long run,
bridge,
70% of what they say they go spend on me, no, they visible. If not more than 70%, it is that they start. They end them halfway, they don't complete them, or they don't even do the project at all. Yes. And you can see a recycle system where annually they will still put money to say they won't do it.
Just as one borrow $8 million now, take
$800
million to take give people 10,000.
5,000.
Say we they come out there for poverty.
5,000. Say we they come out.
So all those kind of borrowing, you go look and say, so how lucrative is this idea or policy?
But what I don't want to just say because I mean a right thinking system will look at channeling the resource into something that will generate money, but not you borrowing to dash people.
I better go WhatsApp.
Anyway, so make we enter into WhatsApp, make we further collect messages. And this message talks say Good evening. Ikotok say hardship allowance. Say it is not the leaders. No. This particular message you said too strong. I know go fit.
You know fit read them. He passed your mouth.
Okay, he passed me. He said, "Hello guys, good evening. This is Mr. Davidson from Lagos. In the first place, who signed it that doctors are entitled to tourism? Nobody talks that doctors are entitled to tourism fee. Nobody mentioned that. We'll talk about tourism. People where they travel out. Individuals, politicians.
Where they go abroad, go treat themselves.
Now
be medical tourism.
Now be medical tourism. No be this thing. If we have a system where people can get treated here, those money we they spend, we will spend them here, and you will add more value to our economy. Now basically waiting it all about. Our phone line still open. Make nasty colors. Contribute.
Before we go phone line, you know say get one matter we say we did for our gist where we never really call shoot man. This Hilda Bassi.
Oh,
maybe we fit just use and take paint.
Let's say our Hilda.
Take paint our Hilda. Yes, our Hilda very.
We cook for the entire state.
Yeah, our Hilda is very Hilda.
In fact, the entire country.
She's capable to the extent say she cook.
Oh my God.
She cook.
Oh, she cook well.
People fall into the place.
Oh God. So I was impressed.
In fact, maybe they need to even look small. Maybe we don't give them a small your fight take play. For this Idabasi cookout.
Let's see.
So obviously I chose the route of achievement. So I feel a lot of relief. I'm very happy and I'm very proud.
And encourage her. We're trying to get more now.
Just coming from a very, very, very modest background, I just knew that, okay, I need to do something that is basically out of the ordinary to put myself on the map, to put Nigeria on the map, to put young African women on the map. It would pretty much prompt more people to ask more questions about Nigeria and ask more questions about, you know, our cuisine and just be more interested in trying it.
Of course, now don't hear them from the horse's mouth. Now Hilda Bassi. Now I hear talk so.
She cooked things.
She cooked and she made us proud.
So even men fall into
people come in, come
support her. You know say Governor Sanwo-Olu go shop.
In go chop
she
now.
Shop Eddie Kanko.
In go chop now. People, I see faces. I see people. You see, that is one thing about the Nigerian spirit. See, let me also make this very clear. I go talk this for live broadcast. See, Nigerians, we dey highly united. We dey well blessed when it comes to supporting ourselves. But the only two way they divide us now, once all these same people who we call our leaders go bring that distance, put them, sprinkle them,
you know, I tell you say Idabasi afang sweet.
How?
Let me say I chop am.
How?
Now when the governor
in reaction,
wait, they do mad, they do face. He can't ask for more. They ask for more. If he not sweet,
come on. I say she cook for the entire country now. She cook for the entire country.
That girl is capable.
I know say the country they huge.
Idabasi is capable.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
God,
well, thank you very much for putting our name, our country's name in that record of something where they will say, yeah, this is
why
good.
The way you take the card, we talk the things. Which one be just they put muscle, they put muscle.
No, just they
talk.
Waiting
she put record.
No,
she showed the world our food.
Yes, now
and
she put she put the country inside map. Say we try.
How come they wonder the way you do?
Anyway, Sha, from that Hilda Bassi matter, on that joyful note of Hilda Bassi giving us so much beautiful record.
Gave us a lot.
And let us also thank you all for being a part of this program.
Now do well.
And we're going to come back on Friday with another beautiful edition. As they hot with Uncle JD, that is Uncle Jimmy Desu. And of course, may not join us that Friday as we go also searching out different stories. From my humble self, Nkubi. Bye-bye.
And from my humble self, Ogbuefi Ikechuku.
A.K.A. Mr.
You know, A.K.A. Mr. One Touch. Just one touch like this.
Everything scatter.